So you're thinking about making art. Maybe you're at a point in your professional career where you're looking for different hobbies, you're looking for something to do outside of work, or maybe you've had this creative vision of wanting to create something for the longest time. Or maybe you feel discouraged from the state of AI art and everything that's happening right now, and you're not sure if you should begin. I wanted to kind of talk about some reasons that I am personally motivated to create art, even in today's day and age. And in case this could be helpful in any way for anyone who's thinking about making that jump or just looking to start a new hobby on the side, I hope this video is helpful. So my name is Madeline. I have been a part-time illustrator for the past 4 years, and I have been doing art since I was little. I definitely grew up doing a lot of crafty things and painting a lot of things, but I would say that I feel like I was reborn as an artist in 2020 when I first started my business, Note Bean Stationery. I really started out with more of a cause-oriented motivation where I wanted to kind of find a way to generate donation funds for the California Wildfire Project of that time. But I would say that that was a time when I had two resources that I think I lacked for a really long time, which was boredom and time. And I think that it was so healing to my own inner child and so healing as a whole to kind of reconnect with my creative self that I felt like I'd blocked for so long. So today, my mission as an artist is really to storytell meaningful life experiences by taking you on these dreamy adventures with my 3 original characters. And I feel like I have felt so much impact that I've been able to accomplish through the work that I've been doing, and I'm still continuously growing and learning and trying to figure out more ways. I think to me, visual arts is really a translation of how you see the world and your experiences in your life and your hardships that you've overcome and gone through, or maybe are still overcoming, translating that through your brush or your Apple pen. And that kind of same worldview is then passed to someone else's personal life experiences, and they translate it in a way that is meaningful to them. Some stories that always come to mind is there is this piece called Traditional Ramen Art Piece that I created, and there was someone who had actually been surfing their whole life, and every time they would go surfing, they would actually eat ramen. So I initially was motivated to create the piece because I was inspired by Japanese traditional advertisements and the wave piece, but it ended up translating to someone else in a totally different way. And I think that personal connection really surprised me, but it had that kind of impact in a way that I didn't expect. Another really meaningful story was when someone told me that my work and commission that I had done for them had inspired them so much that they decided to pivot careers and actually try to pursue art full-time or completely try it as a career. And I felt really touched when I heard this. It wasn't my intention at all to kind of push them in that direction, but they are now kind of currently on that journey and thriving in that way and figuring things out. But I just felt extremely touched by that. So I think that feeling that like your art could really impact someone so much it's really something else. And I think the last kind of anecdote I wanted to share was from this piece here called Take a Deep Breath. And my bigger story behind this piece was I wanted to create a piece that captured that feeling of when you're facing a new chapter in life and you're not sure what the next step is going to be. There's so much going on, but you just take a deep breath and know that things will be okay. And this was actually based off of a photo of me when I was in Bangkok, Thailand with my mom, and we were at this rooftop bar, so beautiful. And someone had told me that they actually had that same experience in Thailand at a bar, and that the piece that they ended up getting from me really reminded them of that experience and really reminded them of how much that they've overcome, and that at the end of the day, some way, somehow, things are going to be okay. So I think there's just a lot of deep emotion and a lot of moving feelings that I feel when people tell me these kind of experiences, and when I get to hear how the translated emotion that I'm trying to portray is affecting their lives as well. So what exactly can you do from here? I wanted to make this kind of a really short not how-to kind of content piece on what motivates me really to create art. And so I thought it'd be really great to kind of prompt some journaling questions or meditation questions, however you like to kind of introspect or process, maybe even talk about it with a friend or a group of artists. But here are the questions I think would be great. So the first question is, how do you want people to feel when they see your art piece? How do you want them to feel when they see your brand? The second question is there a problem or a deeper desire of humanity that you're trying to kind of bring out through your art? The third question is, how can your artwork pieces be playful and how can they be really deep? I think it's not always essential that it has to have some existential purpose and quintessential realization, but it can also be very cute and playful and silly. And what kind of emotion and simple feeling do you want to invoke in people? Fourth question is, what are some concepts that you could actionably spend time on today, right now, and every day as you're spending your time improving your art and your craft to improve your storytelling? Maybe this is communication, maybe this is public speaking if you're presenting your work in a gallery space or at a pop-up event. Maybe this is composition, line work, colors, and how all of these different art fundamentals intersect with storytelling. And the fifth and final question I want you to ask is, in what ways do you want your art to heal others, and in what ways has your art healed you? So those are kind of the questions that I think would be really impactful in terms of trying to propel your work to have a lot of meaningful impact, or at least intentional impact towards other people. And I hope it was interesting to hear how I kind of started and what really motivates me in this day and age. A lot of people ask me that question on how AI art and everything has really impacted the work that I do. And I get less commissions. A lot of people assume my art is AI art. A lot of people tell me to build algorithms from my work and reproduce more art. And although I don't want to be completely techno-pessimistic, I also really believe that there is a desire and a need always for humanity to express themselves through art. And I think visual arts is an incredible way to reflect those emotions and reflect the stories that you want to tell and the kind of impact that you want to have. So if you're thinking about making that jump, I think the only thing you have to do is just get started. A great friend previously told me that you cannot imagine something that isn't already yours, and I think that's beautiful. And as long as you know what you have to do, all you have to do is just take the next step. Put one foot after the other, make sure to engage in community, and you will figure the rest out. So hoping that this is motivational for you to kind of get started on your art journey. And if you have any questions or other topics you want me to cover, I really hope to kind of document a lot of the things and lessons that I learned along the way and a lot of things I wish I knew on this channel. So yeah, that should be it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate your time and effort and energy for choosing my video and my channel to watch. I kind of just wanted to shout out that I have just launched the Notebean Stationery Cotton Tea Towels. These are a dual purpose for your everyday morning routine. They can be used for your coffee and tea spreads in the morning, and they can also be used as a generic kitchen or bathroom hand towel. So I hope you'll give it a check out on my website at notebeanstationery.com. And yeah, thanks again for watching the video. Bye.